All right. White phase, the final phase at Army OCS. Wow, does it get a lot easier, and you feel like you have some freedom. Still, you're under the OCS rules, but you do have a little more freedom. So, first things first, the history test. That's the biggest thing during white phase is the history test. So, that's going to be difficult. It's a lot of information, but it's passable. We had no recycles from the history test. You'll have some people that fail it, but it's not very hard. Just pay attention, and when he puts those multiple choice questions on the screen, you'll know when you get to the history what I'm talking about. But he's going to flash the multiple choice, and make sure you're working in 2 to 3 group teams, like writing down those test questions, because that's verbatim what's going to be on the test. Don't listen to what people say, like, oh, you have to learn like everything that's on the screen. If that was the case, there'd be like 10 people passing. So multiple choice questions that pop up, make sure you write those down. Anything like that has the test thing, there's like a couple other sections too, but once you look at the study guide, you'll understand what I'm saying. But just don't study history until you get to history, because there's nothing you can do. Like, there's nothing at all you can do. They teach history a certain way, so just pay attention and make sure you write down those things that pop up. You'll know what I mean when you get there. You have your 8 or 10 mile ruck, I forget which one it is, but not release ruck, so you're working with your whole company. It's not too hard. Suck it up. You'll be all right. Drink water. And then you're going to have your 12-mile ruck, which was honestly the easiest ruck for me. It was a release ruck, so you're able to go at your own pace. Find somebody who will push you, run a little bit, walk a little bit. It's not very hard. It sucks. It's 12 miles. Get over it. You'll be all right. You'll pass. Nobody failed it. So no one got recycled because of any of the rucks. So don't worry too much about it. You'll be all right. More on post passes. So instead of like only Sunday, now you're looking at maybe like Saturday, Sunday for on post. And then your last week or second to last week, you might get an off post pass, which is, I didn't even go off post. There's nothing to do in Columbus, Georgia. Sure, if you want to go and have a little more freedom off post, go ahead. I mean, it's not that cool. But some people decided to go off post. Go ahead. Just make sure you're back at the time they give you, or you might get in trouble. So yeah, that's about the passes. Volunteer event. This is dependent on your company. We did a food drive. So we all went out there in Columbus, Georgia, handed out food to people. Pretty fun. It's like I said, you have more human thing interactions in white phase. In blue and black phase, it's very little human interaction with other people. So at least you got to talk to other people. It's not that bad. It's kind of fun. Probably one of the better events. Anderson Staff Ride. That's where you go out to an old prison and you just learn what a staff ride is. Once you get there, you learn more about that. I don't go into too much detail about that. That was kind of fun. I didn't expect for it to be that interesting. It kind of is. I thought it was interesting. And it gives you a break from I think that was during the week. So it's you're literally just doing one day during the week, which is better than probably what you would have done if you were stuck on the footprint. So it's not too bad. White phase, typically that's going to be your last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks. I think it was last 3 weeks for us, but the last 2 weeks in general are going to be your out processing. So your first 2 weeks are in processing, your last 2 weeks you're out processing. So, I mean, break it down to that. It's like a 10-week, 8-week if you really want. I think it's more of a 10-week course. I think you have 1 week on the start and then 1 week at the end where you can actually chill, and not chill, but they're not getting tested on anything. So yeah. And then you're gonna have your formal, so you can bring a guest. That's pretty fun. Everybody has a really good time. It feels really good because you know, you work that hard for 12 weeks, and then you finally get some freedom, and you get to really enjoy it. Your cadre is going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. So it's a good time. You're able to drink, pretty good food. We did ours at the Infantry Museum. I don't know how many other companies did that, but yeah, it was pretty fun. It's an enjoyable time. And if you have a significant other, you can bring them, or you can bring a guest. And then graduation. So graduation was on Friday. It's going to always be on Friday. It's about 2 hours, and it's at, I think, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock. So for the guard and active duty people, you're free to go, or reserve too. Like, unless you're, if you're a guard, reserve, or active duty, like, you're free to go right after graduation. Catch your flight, drive, whatever you want to do. 09 Sierras, there was like a 4-day pass or something, for you and your family to go do stuff. So that's pretty much white phase. It was the best phase of all the phases, but you still didn't have that 100% like, oh, I'm going to graduate, until literally you get that second lieutenant, that pin. So yeah, that's white phase for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be, my series on all the phases. I'll go into more detail maybe on other events, but yeah, that's white phase for you.